First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. That one good for 26 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Here we go, set. Check go.
They'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He is in. Touchdown, New York. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. That's to the right side, and it's Sinnott. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Washington.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. And I don't think it's going to be his last.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Yards are hard to come by there. They'll work it down to the 37-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 69. Track 60. Go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Tight end going in motion here. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Terry McLaurin, touchdown Commanders. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it, and the Commanders come right back to tie it at 7. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This fielded at about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Deron Payne there for the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. That one intercepted. He's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set.
The motion man here is McLaurin. And he'll take it on in. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. And that is number 2, Greg. He is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Receiver in motion, going right. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. His second touchdown of this first half.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. The right side. Catch made by McLaurin. And he's into the end zone yet again. Harry McLaurin, touchdown Commanders. That's his third touchdown of the game and number 12 on the year. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10.
Let's go now.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Deron Payne there for the stop. Back to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Third and 9. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he got all of this one. Headed for the sideline. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. They're going to motion the tight end over here. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Putting the tight end in motion. Third and long, and here's Daniels. And that is incomplete. Ben Sinnott was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Commanders set to kick this one away. Darius Slayton deep to return. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Percy Butler. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Go. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's caught. It's the tight end, Sinnott. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the 2nd quarter. He'll get this out wide. And he's in. Touchdown, Washington. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
The kick is good. Makes the score. Commanders 28, Giants 14.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Ready? Warrior 70. Set go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
That's to Bellinger. He's got it downfield. And he will score. Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, New York. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. He's got his tight end. That's Sinnott. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They'll motion over Samuel. On second down, it's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Now the Commanders will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Seven Pirates.
They send the tight end in motion. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll be 2nd down.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Giants will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. They'll send a tight end in motion. The third quarter begins with a run. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll try and run for it. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for fourth down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
Now, faking the give. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Give on the ground. The defense dialed in. He's going backwards on that one. Taken down back at his own 5.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
The motion man here is McClure. Throwing on second down. Daniel. Quick throw, taken in. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. The Commanders about to send this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He'll look to throw. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact, for that matter.
Throwing now from the gun. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. They'll look to throw. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
A big loss on the play.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
At their own 19-yard line.
The motion man here is McClure. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. But fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
The motion man here is McClure. Daniels now on 1st down. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And he will go all the way. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown Commanders. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Commanders 35, Giants 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Back at 60. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, This quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the end. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Let's go. Go.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have the Giants first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
Tight. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Slot man in motion left. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And open downfield, it's Johnson. That is catch number 60 for the season. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Check go.
Back to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he will score. Game on. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Open man is Cager, the tight end. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. The offense is out there, 4th and inches. That's caught, left side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Let's go now.
It is 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Daniels. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. That one good for 15 and a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and that's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's a run. And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. The motion man here is McClure. And he's got another one. Harry McLaurin, touchdown Washington. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly, nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Gonna need a big play now. Third down and long. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The Giants sending out their punter. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go,
Set to go now on first and 10. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders.